Hey guys, it's Chris and Don here, doing a practical test number one for ETM 140. I got a little diagram for you here that we drafted up. I'm gonna take a look. Right here, we got two motors running in series. From the pump here, we got a pressure gauge set at about 250 psi right now. Going to a directional control valve, as you see. That's just going to allow us to change directions of our motors. And here you see we're running into one motor directly out of the next into the next motor, and then out to another pressure gauge, and back to our directional valve to the reservoir. The directional control valve will allow us to control which direction the motors are turning. We have another sheet here with our math here. Figured out our speed of the actual motors. They are 231, which is going to be your cubic inches of GPM. Convert that over. So you get 4 GPM times that by the 231, you get 924. Divide that by the cubic inch per rev of the motor. This particular motor had a 2.8 cubic inch per rev. That gives us a speed of 330 revolutions per minute. Factor in the horsepower here too. Pretty simple equation here. GPM times PSI times the constant. We had 4 GPM at 250 PSI and our constant number. Simple math. It was basically just moving the decimal over. We're at right around 0.6 of a horsepower. And just to throw in just another fun number here, we're going to run torque, which is our horsepower from our previous times that by another constant, and then divide that by our RPM that we found up here. So our torque is going to equal 0.583 times our constant at 63,025. Divide that by your speed of 330 RPM. We get 111.34 inch-pounds just at 250 psi. So let's go over to the bench and we'll take a look and see how this motor design actually works. Alright guys, now here we're at the bench. Just want to show you how this is all laid out other than the diagram. Here we have our power source coming in from underneath the bench through our flow meter into our directional valve back here. And it's going to run either way depending on how we adjust this valve into one motor to the other and then back to the valve to our tank. Again, it's going to depend on how we move this lever is going to control our direction. The way we have it set up right now is actually they rotate in opposite directions. Either one's clockwise, one's counterclockwise, or vice versa. So let's fire it up and show you what it looks like, all right? Got it on. If I push the valve away from me here, we can see that they kind of turn towards each other. And that's good for crushing objects like cans or something. You just run it right in between, it'll crush it, boom, no problem, spit it right out the bottom. Very efficient. Say something does get stuck though, what are you going to do? You just got to pull the lever back the other way. It's going to reverse, kick that object right back up, so you can crush it right back again, no problem. Alright guys, thanks for watching. One quick tip I want to bring up. Run these motors here in series. You will see some pressure loss, some HP and torque loss through running them in series, but nothing too crazy. Again, this is a conceptual kind of idea, so we just kind of want to say thanks for watching, and hope you guys learned something new today.